Etan Patz case 40 years without a conclusion. Until now, Murray Weiss is a 48. That boy was Etan Patz, a 6-year-old, who disappeared while walking alone for the first time to a school bus stop near his Manhattan home. The tipster told Detective David Ramirez that he believed his brother-in-law, Pedro Hernandez, might have been involved in the 33-year-old case, the most mysterious unsolved missing child case in New York City history. And one that literally, even though Hernandez had worked in a bodega near that bus stop when Etan disappeared, no one really held out hope that this tip, one of thousands of frustrating leads over the years, would change the course of history, including his parents, Stan and Julie Patz. After all, Yet, even after they picked up Hernandez, and he confessed in detail to choking Etan and then dumping his body in a box and leaving it on a pile of trash a couple of blocks from that grocery store, people continued to remain skeptical, including Stan and Julie. For them, it not only had people come forward claiming to be their son's killer, or provided what they said was critical information, several blonde-haired men at various times had shown up at their door, and announced that they were their long-lost son. One man even light. Zimmerman tells in the
raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.